Yes. So, um, the issue that I had with the windows earlier was, um, I had we had an agreement with the window people that they were going to complete a certain amount once I paid a certain amount, and then every day I would keep paying, and every day they would do more. That was the agreement. So they, they kept dilly dallying. Oh, this, oh, that. There's no power, but I was still paying and still not seeing anything more than what they did with the few windows. Until yesterday, they came and they installed frames. Okay, but I was still paying every day. Mind you, this is well over 16 million T shilling, and it is not like an easy. It's not chump change. So they didn't want to take my debit card. They didn't want to deal with me in any other way. Jojo, this is loud, honey. Can y'all hear me, or is Jojo's TV in the way? Give me a second. I hope my stream remains. Ah, this is an unplanned stream. But in any event, um, we were at a point where we only have 2 million T shilling left, 2.5 million T shilling. And I was like, what's going on? I'm paying all this money and we're not getting what we're supposed to get. Mind you, I cannot move forward with anything until the windows are in. I cannot put the floors in. I can't do anything until the windows are in. And so they've effectively held up this project for a whole month. And it has been an incredibly frustrating month because I'm just paying and paying and paying on top of the laborers that I'm paying, on top of the guys who actually work at the site, on top of everything else that I'm giving my time to, and I'm giving and giving and giving. And this thing being such a big, heavy burden on my back, and I have nowhere for all that stress to go. And I'm just dealing with all of this on my own by myself, and on top of JoJo. And I'm like, something has to be done. So today, what happened was they installed the frames yesterday. By 4:45, the guys who were there, they were leaving saying, oh, we stopped working at 5 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, I guess you start working at like 7 a.m. But Jackson said they had just got there earlier, put the frames in for the windows, but the frames had no glass. The agreement we had, they were supposed to finish bedrooms, and the bathrooms. Now, had they finished the bathrooms properly, I could have started putting in the kind of decorative tiling and clean them and putting the carpentry in the bathrooms. They didn't do that. Had they put in the glass door at the master bedroom, I would be able to at least start the cleaning and the electricals. Yes, baby. Sure, come. They didn't do that. They were supposed to,
Hi! I didn't mean to scare you.
Okay, good. Thank you. I was talking. I'll be right back. I'll be right there, Jojo. So they didn't do none of that. So I'm like, okay, we are now what? 16 million T shilling in, and there's nothing. I'm not seeing. I'm not able to do this, and these people act like I have nobody else to pay but them. And we're spending gas. I can't even tell you how much money it costs me in ATM fees to take money out of my bank account. First, it's a $3 charge. Then there is an international fee, and then there's the local ATM fee to take that money out of the account, right? So, and I have other things. I have other obligations. I have Jojo, no. I have other obligations. I have other things that need to be paid that is like on the back burner because of these damn monkey ass people. And so, Jojo, please go upstairs and brush your teeth. Upstairs and go finish. Right? So because of these goddamn people, and I'm like, you know what? This is Joe, please don't. Please, it's been a long day. Please don't. Thank you. Yes. So it is extremely frustrating, and I'm like, okay. And if I don't get like somebody who make a reservation, or on one hand I'm like, go ahead and make the reservation, on the other hand these caucus, excuse my French, these people are holding up my time, right? On one hand, I'm like, okay, but there are people who have been making donations, and people who have been like, okay, I can spot you some money so you could go ahead and do what you need to do. And I'm very grateful and thankful, because I would not make it this far without these people, right? And he just kept talking and talking and talking and talking. And but what happened in this case, after today, Jackson and I were leaving my house at 3 p.m. to go get JoJo. When we were leaving, the way to that window factory, you can actually drive by my house to go there. So we saw them driving up the road at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. They're supposed to be at our site until 5. Why are they driving past at 3 in the afternoon? So Jackson called and said, listen, we see your fundies, driving by. Why are they leaving the project? When I was there earlier, there was no glass, there was nothing in there. So what's going on? There's power there, because every day they complain it's either a power outage or something, and they're just dragging their feet. So Jackson called and they said, well, oh, we just want her to pay everything until the windows are paid. I'm like, no. Why would I pay everything? You've been dragging your feet and lying to me from day one. Why would I pay everything? You want me to pay all of this money without having any windows, any progress, or nothing, so you could hold up my whole entire life for another month or two? No. No, I did not agree to that, and I would not agree to that. We agreed to half of the project up front, which they did not complete, and then kidogo kidogo, because if they came there and they saw just the kitchen, they would be contented to just put windows in the kitchen, right? But they want all of that money all at one big lump sum. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be selling to have that kind of money, but I sure didn't have it, okay, in a lump sum. So I'm like, okay, I can give it to you small, little by little, since you won't take some kind of card or something. That's the only way I could do it. But as I'm paying, you have to be working. So they weren't trying to do any of that, right? So they want me to pay for everything before they're finished. There's only 2.5 million T-shilling left to pay. Okay, so I've paid down all that money, going in there every single day, not seeing any progress, not seeing them move past the windows that they did put in because I act a fool. Only to come, so when Jackson told me that, I was like, no way, at no point did we have that conversation, because if you're waiting for me to finish paying you, you might as well just give me my money back, because I'm not going to give you all my money and then you don't do the work, or you don't do the work well, and then I'm stuck and I can't continue the project, or and the opportunity that I could have given somebody else who was more professional is going to pass me by because of your foolishness. I don't trust you that much to give you almost 20 million T-shilling just like that. I don't know you. You don't know me. You stress that you don't trust somebody. That's why you don't want to take my debit card. So if you don't trust me and you didn't have have like an irrevocable card charge thing, you didn't have an irrevocable card charge agreement, which is what we do in the sane world. I've been using irrevocable charge forms all over Dubai, all over this friggin' world. I mean, if you're afraid that somebody is going to revoke your card, all you have an irrevocable form that they can't revoke it, okay? So if that's what you're afraid of, there are ways around it. So you don't have a legitimate business where this money can get from my account to your account as they do at GSM, as they do at where the guy that I buy my appliances from, that I could just hand over my card and let them, and get my purchase and do what I need to do, right? They want to play hardball with me, but I'm not in that position. The ATM only gives you something like 900,000 T shilling. That's your daily limit, right? So yeah. So yes, it was. It was. And that's how they do. That's why I look for Tanzanians to do all my business with. And I can't find any. So you Tanzanian people, y'all need to get into the window business. They control the PVC market. These Turkish people, they control all of these building materials market. You Tanzanian people, you need to come together and you need to form your own little thing. Get yourself a visa. They come here, you go there too, you buy all the stuff that you can buy and you bring it back, because I don't want to deal with them. I really don't. I really don't. Okay, I looked long and hard to find people to do business with in that field, and I could not. And yes, somebody just said we need to set it up. Maybe that's what we need to do, is set it up so that we do business in a legitimate way, right? So after all of that now, and Jackson's telling me that they're waiting for me to finish pay. I'm like, who are they talking to? Because nothing on my project, nothing at all is paid all up front. And then I'm gonna sit there and wait. Oh, the Fundi said he was gonna come on Thursday and I gave him all my money. Nope. Give you half. You start working. I give you the other half. You finish. Okay? At the end of the other half, you finish. I gave them a lump sum up front. It took them 2 weeks to go. Exactly. Problems equal. So, um, when they piss me off, I don't go talk to them. Usually it's Jackson. Jackson can behave like he has some sense and very diplomatically. It's not his money, it's not his stress. So, yes, it's not his money, it's not his stress. So he is able to be more diplomatic about things. So I usually just sit my fat ass in the car and don't say nothing and let him go handle it and let him go talk to them. And one day, I think 2 weeks ago, I decided to go in to find out what was going on. I was taking some money in there and I asked them, like, what's going on? And this, oh, we had a power outage, and they came up with all kinds of foolishness because they know I was gonna go in on them. So I'm like, okay, power outage, that seems plausible. Jackson went to them. They said, oh, they only have one fundi. I thought, oh, that seems plausible. But when you are telling me now that you want me to pay all of it before you finish the work, that means you take me for a goddamn fool. That means this whole friggin' time you have been run up and down all over Africa and carry money come give you. That means that you did plan the whole time, say I was just gonna come and bring you money, and you weren't going to do jack until I finished, right? So there was no miscommunication. You were deliberately trying to be a dick. You thought that I was going to come there and just fall into this plan, right? So I'm like, okay. So today, when Jackson made it known that that's what they wanted me to do, I lost it. I lost it. So after that, I went and sat my behind in the car, cooled out. I left Jackson in there. Jackson talked to them. He got back in the car. He didn't say anything to me. I didn't say nothing to him because we were both tight. And later on in the evening, I asked him what was going on. And he said he spoke to the owner. The owner did not agree to those terms. So while the owner was waiting for full payment, the sales representative, who is a Tanzanian, was just making all kinds of excuses because he felt like that was the only way that I was going to agree to No, Jojo. He felt like that was the only way he was going to get this job for all this money. And so instead of giving me the opportunity to say, no, I don't want to work that way, which I told him like 6 or 7 times, that I'm not going to pay up front. Okay, I'm not going to pay up front unless you're going to take this card, and they didn't want to take the card. Okay. I showed them what I was made of. He was just playing games. So he was deliberately dicking me around. So Jackson said the owner called him, and when the owner spoke with him, he explained to him that the sales representative did not give him, Jojo, you're distracted. Go upstairs and brush your teeth.
I didn't finish.
Well, go upstairs and brush your teeth anyway, because you're just acting crazy now. Yes. So I was like, so I'm like, okay, that makes sense, because what the owner is saying is that he didn't even know that the guy was making all this excuse because he wouldn't accept the job the way how I was proposing the job. Which in my mind, I'm like, why wouldn't you accept the job the way I'm proposing it? Why? Because you see 33 windows. You want all this money at once. If you're not, where, where would I get that kind of money at once? Where? Where would you get that kind of money at once? Nobody else is walking into your place looking to give you 33 giant windows. You wouldn't have this project unless you were going to do it bit by bit. They're big windows. Uh. Yeah, so that was it. The African dude was the sales representative, Dimple. So he was the one who he's been a dick the whole time, unfortunately. Because he has done a lot of things. Even when the windows were supposed to be changed, when they sent the wrong color, it was his fault. When Jackson went to fix the wrong color situation, that they wanted Jackson to pay more money to repair, and it was him. It wasn't the owners. It wasn't the it was him. He wanted to cover his own mistakes by making us pay. And I was like, hell no. We told you blue to begin with. We didn't tell you nothing about no green. We told you blue, blue, blue. Okay? So in any event, Jackson talked to them and they said, well, they have glass that they've cut, but they're missing some. And they're going to start with the installation of those glasses tomorrow, and I'm gonna be on them like wort on rice. I'm gonna be all upon them. They miss. Hey, Ojiwini from New Rochelle. What, brethren? Hi, I went to Monroe College in New Rochelle. Yes, that's my place. Yes, so he was trying to talk. He was trying to talk all. If he said one more word, I was gonna slap all them goddamn teeth out of his head. All right. I mean, I'm the one who is under the stress. All he has to do is sit there and take the money. Tell me rubbish and take my money. I'm the one who has to go figure out how much money I can get out of the bank account today. I'm the one who's paying the money and have nothing to show. I'm the one being frustrated to the limit because I have I have more things to do. I have the tiling to do. I have the carpenter to do. I have all the woodwork to do. I have all this stuff that's going on that needs to be done, but I have this thing hanging over my head that I have to come up with all this money every single day and have nothing to show. All right? So, yes. Oh, it looks like there's just like one special spot that the phone works at. So, that's what's up. So, I have 2.5 million T shilling left for them. I ain't got 2.5 million freaking cents. But yeah. So, please, if y'all got something to donate, now would be the time. Okay. You could use PayPal, buyblackbusiness@gmail.com, BUYBLACK business@gmail.com, or Cash App, $Renee Moneymaker, right? But Jackson fixed it, so they should be putting in the glass tomorrow. I know that that last message, I was acting a fool and all kinds of crazy, but mm, I, I I don't know. I don't know how I was able to keep it in that whole time, right? But yeah, I can't with these people. So, but in other news, the so I did go ahead and get the marble, and I was just dragging my feet because I'm like, they're dragging their feet. I'm like, you're not I'm sure you're not waiting for me to be finished with this payment, because I'm not going to pay you everything. If anything, I was going to hold 1 million to the last to see them do it. So I'm waiting for them and they're waiting for me. Meanwhile, I'm out paying for this carpentry work. I'm out buying marble. I'm out doing all of this other stuff. If you were waiting for me, I mean, we could have had a discussion, or even if that's the cliff you wanted me to jump off of from the very beginning, at least let me know that we're not gonna do nothing until you pay everything, so I could get to tell you no goodbye and have a nice day, so I could go find somebody else to play with. Whoo, yeah. So Jackson fixed it. Big up yourself, Jackson. I don't know if you get to watch this stuff, but um, I'll see you at work tomorrow. All right. So that's what I wanted to let y'all know, that it's moving forward. Uh, Jackson saved the project because it wasn't gonna be me. Okay, I'm done. At this point, I'm not. Put. I can't like think about, oh, I'm gonna do this or what it's gonna be. It's just driving me crazy because I'm like, okay, I need to get beds, and I need to get sofas, and it's gonna be exciting. I'm not excited. I'm not excited. I should be excited. Like when you get a new place and you're like, oh, I can't wait to put this in the living room, and this is gonna be this color, and I'm just paying into this gray abyss of nowhere. It's like the money comes out, like I take the money out of the ATM when I'm done with the site, when I'm done with the men, when I'm done with the laborers, and I'm done paying Jackson. Sometimes I come home with, if I have 10,000 T shilling, I'm lucky. Okay? And I'm just turning over all of this goddamn money every day, and I'm questioning, my whole entire existence. I'm questioning, what am I doing? I'm questioning everything. And it's annoying. It's annoying to not to not, and it's incredibly frustrating, right? But yes, y'all, that's what's going on. So to support, go ahead, exodushouse.com. Yes, and I've been going through a lot of changes since I landed. I haven't had a real vacation. Right? I went to Zanzibar with JoJo. I haven't had a real vacation, like go somewhere where I'm not yelling at nobody. I'm not in charge of anything. I'm not in charge of breakfast. I'm not in charge of lunch and dinner. I'm not in charge of who to get paid and who to do this. It's not easy. It is not easy, okay? So, forgive me if for some of you who yes, Zanta. I've been hitting the beach since yesterday. Jojo and I have been out on the beach. I have a young person who's helping me with my personal training, trying to get my body together, because it don't make no sense if I'm doing all of this. If I can make an old house look good, why can't I make this old body look good, right? So it don't make no sense. I do all of this, and then I'm not taking care of myself physically. So this is dinner. Watermelon. Yes, she likes watermelon. So watermelon for dinner. Um, and watermelon and water. Okay. Yeah, so I just got the house. It's 8 o'clock here. I'm gonna go give JoJo a bath and get her in bed. But I know that once I go up the stairs and I have, yes. So um, please help out if you can. ExodusHouse.com. Get a Starline certificate in, okay? Because I'm not even going to front. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, and then I see somebody, make a purchase in PayPal, and I'm like, oh yes, I can do it. I can do it. I'm just the person who is doing the work, but a lot of people are behind this project. It's not just me. There's a lot of people behind this project, but at the end of the day, um I'm the deal breaker. I'm the decision maker, and it's very, very lonely and difficult at the top, especially when personally you don't have someone else to, like, help you to fly, right? And I'm still a baby. I'm still just 6 7 months new to this country, and I'm taking on these kinds of responsibilities with these different cultures and different issues. And it's a lot. Okay, it's a lot. Okay, so we're back on track thanks to Jackson. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind words. I know that last video was like, ah. So I had to do something to let you all know that we're okay and we're trucking along. Okay, so if you see Jackson somewhere in these streets, buy that boy a beer. Okay, give him some money for some gas, because he's doing above and beyond what he's paid to do, because I can't afford to pay him more than what I pay him. And he's just doing it for the team. Okay, so if you see that boy in the streets, you give him some respect. Okay, all right, thank y'all so much for watching. Bye bye. Chinese. Oh, Lucretia, the Chinese shop is in a bungo somewhere. I have it written on the back of the receipt. Jojo, can you hand me my banana bag?
All right, this in a second.
I'm gonna give you the phone number. If I move from here, this where I'm sitting, the thing is gonna go out. But I'm gonna give you the phone number for the where I was buying the marble. Jojo, give me my banana bag. Give it to me. It's in my basket. Jeez. Thank you. Wait, before you go back, and my wallet. And my wallet.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Receipt after. Okay, I got it.
Is your wallet in here?
No, I have it. It's okay. I see it. Okay, so the place for the marble let me see it.
Oh,
It's
I made a lady spoon.
okay, so they're called let's see. Bao Shang Ge. Okay? So you can call them at this number. You have a pen? You ready? If you're ready, I'm gonna give it to you. Let's see. Try 0715-888-670. Okay? Or 0677
Mom.
062776.
Ooh, you have a face now.
Okay, and their VODA is 0759195432. They're in Ubungo. And I found them while I was trying to find the glass blocks. And they have a lot of building materials. So I hope that helps you. They're down there close to the Rafiki, the Chinese and Tanzania textile place, Rafiki, somewhere down there. Okay, so it's a little ways away, but they got the stuff. Okay, all right. I hope that helped. So, anybody got any questions? Thank y'all so much for your support, and I'm sorry that I was acting a fool, but Lord, help me. Alright, take care, y'all. Thank you so much.
Mommy, you like this sound?
What sound?
This.
Yes,
sound.
look. Okay. Yes, and Tiff. Hope it's worth it in the end. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna stop streaming.